Hello, everyone. This is Adam with the St. Clairsville Church of Christ, and I just wanted to take a few moments and share with you the great news that we will be opening the building again this Sunday, June 21st, for our first in-person worship gathering in over 13 weeks. And we are so excited about that. And we want to start by saying thank you to the congregation for your patience, your generosity, your understanding, and especially your perseverance during these very difficult, strange, and challenging times. We're so proud of you and the way that you have conducted yourself during this time. And we just want to thank you and pray that God will continue to bless you in the days ahead. Now, as we prepare to gather on a Sunday morning, I want to share with you what that's going to look like and kind of go over the procedures and the precautions that are being put into place and being taken to keep everybody safe and to keep everybody healthy and make sure everybody is loved on. And so again, just let me repeat, our first in-person worship gathering will be on Sunday, June 21st. That's this coming Sunday. We will meet at 10 o'clock in the morning. Now, if for any reason you are unable to join our in-person worship gathering, you can still worship with us online. We will be streaming our worship service on our YouTube channel like we have been over the last several months, and you'll be able to gather with us there. And so evaluate your own risk, take the necessary precautions. If you're able to come out and be with us, we'd be glad to have you. And if you feel that you need to stay home and continue to worship from your home, then we completely understand and support you in your decision. A couple of other things about our schedule. We will not be having Bible class on Sunday morning, nor will we gather for worship on Sunday evening. We will continue our Zoom Bible study on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Online, and so you are encouraged to join us there. We're studying the book of James, and we're having a great discussion around that book. We're still in the first chapter, so there's still plenty of time for you to jump in. Just on that note, as far as receiving announcements and information about the congregation, we are not publishing a bulletin right now, and we're going to be using our electronic newsletter as our only bulletin for the time being. So if you haven't been receiving our electronic newsletter, please send me an email, send me a text, call me on the phone and let me know, and give me the appropriate information so that we can make sure you're added to our electronic newsletter mailing list. And this is also a great time for you, if you have been receiving the newsletter in the past, but for some reason it's not been showing up in your inbox, to check your spam or junk folder and make sure that it hasn't been placed there rather than your inbox. And if you decide that you no longer want the newsletter, just a little side note here, please do not add that to your spam or junk folder. At the very bottom of the email, there's a place for you to unsubscribe. And if you just assign it to your spam or junk folder, that's going to create problems in our system and may prevent others who want the newsletter from receiving it. Also, this is a good time, if you haven't already, to sign up for our congregational text messaging system. You can see the information there on your screen on how to do that. That way you can get up-to-date information about what's going on here at the church, and so you can stay informed. What can you expect when it's Sunday arrives and it's time to come to worship? Well, first of all, our doors will be opened for you. We'll have door greeters there to open the outside doors. The inner foyer doors will remain open so that you have to touch as few hard surfaces as possible to keep yourself clean. We have been keeping the building cleaned. It's been cleaned every week or every other week, since this started. And so we're making sure that all of the areas are germ-free and sterilized for your safety. We want to continue practicing social distancing. And so you'll notice when you come in that there are certain rows of pews that have been marked as unavailable. And so we want you to sit in the rows that are still open. And we want family units to sit together, but we need to keep 6 feet between everyone else. Also, when you come, I know it's been a long time since we've seen one another, but we want to remind you to wash your hands for at least 20 seconds and refrain from physical contact like shaking hands, hugs, and things of that nature. Of course, we're a family, and that's what our customs are and our traditions. But in order to keep everybody safe, we want to continue to practice social distancing for the time being. There'll be hand sanitizer placed throughout the building so that you can sanitize your hands. And we are asking that everybody wear a mask. This is especially important as we sing. There have been several studies produced recently from the experts that tell us that singing is one of the most dangerous things to do during the COVID-19 situation, especially indoors and in close quarters, especially if you are going to participate in our singing service. We ask that you wear a mask. Now, we're not mandating that you come to worship with a mask, but we're asking that you please consider doing that, and we encourage that very strongly. We have some masks here at the building. Lowe's very graciously donated 200 masks to the congregation. And so those will be made available to you. We're hoping to have gloves. We may not have them the first Sunday. So if you want gloves this coming Sunday, bring your own. But after that, we should be able to provide gloves for you. The water fountain's off limits as far as using it in the traditional way. There are cups there for you to use, and you can use those if you are thirsty. The kitchen will be closed, and the education wing of the building will also be closed. We need everybody to come in through the glass doors at the front of the building. And in the bathrooms, we're leaving cleaning supplies in the bathroom so that you can sanitize the area before you exit the bathroom to, again, try to cut down on the spread of germs. As far as our worship service is concerned, we're going to try to keep things as routine as possible, but you will notice a few changes. The first of that is going to be with our communion service. We're going to continue using these little individual sized communion cups. You'll notice that the bread, the wafers, under a piece of cellophane there, you take the top layer off and you can get access to that cracker, and then you take the foil off and you can get access to the juice. Now, we're going to move our communion service to the end of worship, primarily because we don't want to pass the trays, and we don't want you to have to sit with an empty container during the remainder of the service. So we're going to move the communion service to the end of worship, and that way on your way out, you can dispose of these as you exit the building. Also, another change you'll notice is that we won't be passing the collection plate, but we have installed collection offering boxes on the exits out of the auditorium. And so we ask you either on your way in or on your way out to drop your offering in that box. As far as singing goes, we're going to continue to use the music videos that we've been using online to lead us in our music service. And again, if you plan on participating in the music service and we want everybody to sing, please wear a mask. There's a lot of studies that indicate that the aerosol particles that are expelled from the human body during singing can contaminate the area and potentially make people sick. So if you're going to sing, please, again, wear the mask. There'll be no big idea, at least for the first week or so. We're going to kind of play that by ear, and we'll let you know when we're going to start that back up. We're going to dismiss the congregation according to rows to keep people from, congregating in the foyer, and really primarily to keep there from being a log jam. And so if you'll wait patiently, we will dismiss each row out into the parking lot. And I think that's about it. Oh, one last thing. We're going to start a new series of sermons on the book of Philippians starting on Sunday that I'm incredibly excited about. It's called, I just forgot. You can see it there on your screen. To Live as Christ. That's the title of the series. To Live as Christ. And so it's a good opportunity for you to come and to get in on the front end of that sermon series. We really do want to thank you for your patience, for your continued cooperation as we move back into a season of in-person worship service together. We are so excited to see you. We can't wait for Sunday to gather together and to worship our God. So we hope to see you on Sunday. Keep loving each other, keep praying for each other, keep encouraging one another. Remember that God is with us, God is for us, and God is in us. And whatever you do, be safe, be brave, and be full of faith. We look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Have a great week. Bye-bye for now.